"Happy birthday, Nathan," called Rachel Walker from her bedroom window. The red-haired boy next door waved back at her. Today was his 5th birthday. He had been talking about playing party games all week, and now his back garden was filled with his friends and a huge bouncy castle. Rachel was surprised to see that he looked sad. "Which game is next?" Rachel asked. "Pin the tail on the donkey? Pass the puzzle?" Nathan shrugged. "I do not know," he said miserably. "All the games are going wrong." "I bet I know why," Rachel said to herself. "The birthday party fairies need our help." Rachel and her friends had been invited to Queen Titania's royal birthday party. A special ceremony during the party would renew right into the Queen for 20 years. But mean Jack Frost had stolen the charms that belonged to the birthday party fairies. If he took over the Queen's birthday party, he could make himself the king of fairyland and his sister Jilly Chilly the queen. Rachel's best friend Kirsty Tate and their new friends Gracie Adebayo and Khadija Khan had saved one charm, but there were still 3 missing. In the meantime, birthday parties all over the human world were being spoiled. "Maybe the party game fairies can help Nathan," said Rachel to herself. She turned to the mirror and looked at the locket she always wore. It held enough fairy dust for one trip to fairyland. During their last magical adventure, the Queen made it even more special. It was now magically linked to her friend's locket, so Rachel could talk to them wherever they were. "It is time to try it out," said Rachel. She carefully opened the locket. Kirsty was away on holiday, but Gracie and Khadija might be able to help. "Gracie?" she whispered into the locket. "Khadija, can you hear me?" The fairy dust glowed, and then her new friend's voice floated out. "Rachel, is that you? Wow, this is amazing." "Gracie, Khadija, I need to see you," said Rachel. "Can you meet me in fairyland, where the party games fairy lives?" She heard 2 gasps of excitement and smiled. "We'll be right there," said Gracie. Rachel took a pinch of fairy dust and sprinkled it over her head. "Please take me to the party games fairy," she whispered. In the mirror, she watched herself shrink to fairy size. Filmy wings appeared on her back. The mirror shimmered, and her reflection disappeared. In its place was a magical scene. A tiny fairy was sitting in the garden of a toadstool cottage. She was dabbing at her leg with her paintbrush. Rachel stepped through the mirror and onto the green grass. A gentle breeze ruffled the fairy's red-brown hair, and she looked up. "Hello," she said, smiling. There was a whooshing sound, and Gracie and Khadija appeared next to Rachel. "Hello, Rachel," said Gracie breathlessly. "We came as soon as we could." "Hi, Sara." The fairy stood up and hugged them all. She was wearing a ruffled blue skirt and a sunshine yellow t-shirt. I am Sara, the party dame's fairy, she told Rachel. I have heard lots of stories of your adventure with Thirsty, and of course I have met Tracy and Khadija already. It is nice to meet you, said Rachel. Wow, your leg is amazing. The lower part of Sarah's right leg was missing. Instead, she had a metal and plastic leg and foot, which she had painted purple with blue and yellow flowers. She twirled her paintbrush between her fingers and laughed. Thanks, she said. It is called a prosthetic leg. I had an accident and lost my lower leg when I was young. The leg lets me do all the things I love, like going on bike rides and playing party games. Do you often change the colors? Asked Khadija. All the time, said Sara, with another laugh. It is fun. I painted it to match the decorations at Queen Titania's party. Ivy the worry fairy told me that I should think positive. I have to believe that we can save Queen's party. There is another party that I want to save too, said Rachel. She told the others about Nathan and his disappointing dreams. I am sorry to hear that, said Sara. While my magical party hat is missing, dreams are sure to go wrong. Then we will have to find the party hat fast, said Rachel, in a determined voice. Just then 2 goblins strode past the Toadstool cottage. When Jack Frost turns the fairies out of fairyland, I am going to have this cottage, the taller one was saying. Yuck, it is small and boring, said the shorter goblin. I am going to have Samira the superhero fairy's silver skyscraper. We would not let that happen, said Gracie, stamping out in front of them. The goblins stuck out their tongues. Do not let them upset you, said Sara. They have been behaving like this ever since the party charms were stolen. But the goblins and Jack Frost cannot really take over fairyland, can they? Asked Rachel. Sara looked worried. If Jilly Chilly takes over the party, she will carry out the special ceremony and make herself queen. We will have it all, the tall goblin boasted. Jilly Chilly's gone to the Fairyland Palace to see her new home. The fairies gasped and the goblins walked away, squawking with laughter. Let us go to the palace, said Sara. We have to help King and Queen.